Hello everyone and welcome to the FPL Duo. We are here for the deadline stream for game week 36. So yeah, there's lots to discuss in this final, obviously just under an hour now before game week 36 kicks off. And a step closer to the end of the season as well, to some unfortunately. But before we get to this video, guys, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe for more, and leave a comment down below if you wish. Huss, if you're wondering, will be joining us very shortly. He's just sorting out a few things, but he'll be here to show his team and obviously his plans, captaincy, etc. Through this deadline stream. Now, as you may know from the podcast stream, I have activated my bench boost. As you can see on the screen, my bench players are now highlighted, which symbolizes obviously that it is activated. So yeah, that's indefinitely happening. There will be some transfer moves to do because I would obviously have one free transfer to play. So yeah, there's that also to look forward to during the stream. Not sure really what direction I'm going in with the transfer, but yeah, it's we'll have to wait and see because there's some interesting, obviously, updates since the last time we streamed, which we'll get into. But yeah, as you can see on the screen at the moment, that is my starting 11 and bench order. So Flacken in goal, back three of Hoyson, Milenkovic, Minkolenko. Midfield 4, Rogers, Salah, Mbeumo, and Barnes. And the front three is Zach, Marmoush, and Cunha, with the captaincy over Cunha at the moment, with Pickford, Sarr, Munoz, and Nate Nuri on the bench boost. So yeah, not a bad bench boost. But yeah, we'll have to see how many points you obviously get from it. So yeah, that's obviously the players at the moment, how they look. Currently, I'll just flip over to the transfer page so you can guys see what situation I'm in. So I've got one free transfer, 7.3 million in the bank. But to some discovery, obviously update, Pep did confirm that Haaland is now fit and ready to start against Southampton away. So this is a big change, obviously, to plans, knowing that Haaland possibly will start against Southampton away. Could sway me into bringing him in and maybe captain him too, as there'd be a massive differential to go for Haaland. Only problem is I don't know who I'd take out. The obvious move would be to take out Marmoush, who again hasn't been the greatest. Maybe possibly we might see him not start now that Haaland may do. So I think that transfer might make sense if that is to be, because maybe Marmoush is benched and Haaland does start instead of him. So that could be a possibility. But I could fund the move to go straight to Haaland. It would cost me exactly the amount of money I had remaining. So I have 0.0 million in the bank for it. And yeah, it's in terms of ownership, Haaland's obviously 22, but that 22 ownership is mostly due to non-active accounts who still have them. So yeah, I possibly might look to do that move. I was looking at doing Mykolenko to Guardiola, but from this Haaland news now from Pep, it has tempted me to go to Marmoush to Haaland and possibly captain Haaland as well for that Southampton away fixture, which could be a great one for him, especially on his return from injury. Just looking back at obviously the reverse fixture against Southampton, Man City won 1-0, and Haaland was the goal scorer for it. So yeah, things obviously have changed now since then. Man City want to secure top 4 after this win, and yeah, Southampton won't have much to play for apart from the prize. So I am definitely rooting for obviously Man City to score a couple past Southampton today, and hopefully that does obviously divert from Haaland. Hopefully, yeah. But that's the direction I'm going for in terms of the transfer. I think Marmoush to Haaland. It's somewhat sideways. I don't think it is though, because if Marmoush turns out to be benched and Haaland starts, then I think that transfer works out beautifully. If I go forward with it, but I think that's the direction I'm going in right now. If I'm honest, I don't think I'll look elsewhere for a transfer this week. I'm possibly free hitting next game week anyway, so I might as well go for a punt on Haaland and see how it goes. Let's take a few comments in the chat though. This first one from Ale. So, hello, I'm currently on 1.2 million. Thoughts on Salah to KDB, Bruno to Shard, Vardy to Haaland, for -8 triple captain Haaland, or just do Bruno to Shard, KDB, and cap Whistle with 1-3 transfer. Still waiting for team league. In this position in the season, I won't be taking a -8. I don't think, and even with a triple captain Haaland, I still think that's a bit too much. I think I'd rather just do the Bruno to KDB and captain Whistle with 1-3 transfer. But yeah, obviously you're waiting for team leagues. That could change, but that is the direction I'll be going in. I think in terms of transfers and moves, I'll probably just do the Bruno to KDB and captain Whistle, and obviously 1-3 transfer left. Will be down to obviously team leagues, and hopefully you do manage to get team leagues to obviously secure your position in that obviously issue. But yeah, obviously for those to just join, I'm looking to bring in the Haaland and taking out Marmoush, and I had the exact money to do it in one move, which is quite fortunate because I didn't realize how much money that would take to do that move. But yeah, it's exactly 0.0. Like if Haaland had a price rise or if any of my players had a drop, I would be priced out of that move. So I'm quite lucky that obviously I didn't really look at that. Comment for travel. Hey mate, do you do team reviews? Yeah, we do team reviews. Obviously, if you send obviously your team to our X channel at the FPL Duo, we can review your team from there. But yeah, it should be an interesting week. Obviously, there's a few chips being played. Some people still have a triple captain. Some obviously have a bench boost in each of my position, even maybe a free hit, like I do as well. So yeah, it's going to be a variation of chips being used, I think, for those who haven't used them yet. And yeah, as you can see, I've still got my free hit available at the top there. I played my wild card in game week 20, and then my system manager in game week 24. So yeah, I have only this left remaining. Hopefully the bench boost pays off with Saar, Minos, and obviously Pickford's a long shot, but against Fulham away, we'll see. Travel, is it possible to look using my team ID? If not, I think it's Salah to Elanga and my most Haaland as a punt. Yeah, absolutely. I can look at your ID and see and have a look. It's quite quiet at the moment in terms of obviously the stream, so yeah, I can have a look for you travel what's in between the stream. So yeah, just obviously I got your team up on the screen. So you got Rice, Saliba, Guardiola, Livramento, Murphy, Bowen, Salah, and Burmo, Isaac, Marmish, and Cunha. Then on the bench you got Saar, Milenkovic, Matoma, and Aitner. It's a good team. Yeah, very good team. I'm honest, you're in a good position to have double Arsenal because their focus now will be on the Premier League again, as they need 4 points to secure CL qualification after being knocked out in the obviously Champions League by PSG. Obviously, a few days ago. But looking at your team, Triple Newcastle is great because there's still that fight for the top 5 between obviously a big game against Chelsea today. So yeah, Livramento, Murphy, and Isaac are quite the nice triple up for them. Bowen's a great differential to have in your team as well. You've got Man United next, and as you can see, Man United qualified to the next round after a massive win over Bilbao. So yeah, Bowen is a great pick as a neutral. Nothing to play for, but Man United will have focus more on the Europa League. Salah, yeah, is an interesting one. Obviously, you can either be tempted to get rid of him if you're not going to catch him for the rest of the season. So yeah, he's an interesting pick for Arsenal, which again, another funny fixture. In Burmo, obviously is there. He's been great this season. I think he's definitely one you keep. So it switch could be a possible captaincy. Up front, you got Isaac Marmoush and Cunha. I think the obvious pick really is doing the Marmoush to Haaland as a punt. The Salatum Alanga one, obviously there's a lot to play for not the Forest, but I like the fixture. Leicester at home. And Alanga in that fixture is one of those great ones that you can possibly guarantee some points from. But yeah, I've also been tempted to take out Salah as well for maybe a De Bruyne. Just because you won't be captaining for the rest of the season. Doesn't really seem much point of having Salah. But after a record-breaking season, it could easily backfire if he scores or gets a massive haul in the remaining fixtures. But it's going to be a tough one, I think, because Arsenal will want to get those 3 points off of Liverpool. And it's going to be interesting what frame of mind Liverpool will be in after their week break of celebration for winning the Premier League. But yeah, I think your team is fine. Absolutely great. You have some differentials mixed in there as well, Mitoma. Again, another great fixture against Wolves. It was 2-2 in the reverse fixture. I think he's a great differential to have if you're playing him. Milenkovic, you've got there to swap out for one of the defenders if you prefer to go not double Arsenal defence. Maybe just go single. If you don't expect a clean sheet, maybe just take out Saliba and keep Raya in there. But yeah, apart from that, it's a good team setup. Travel. And hello, Dad. Play 2 of Mateta, Murphy, and Rogers. Interesting one because Murphy and Rogers have the more to play for. Aston Villa will try to obviously get back to where they were at the table, and they need those 3 points from Bournemouth. So I think Rogers plays an absolute key in that win if they do get it today. Murphy, obviously, you play against Chelsea at home. I mean, it's a tough one because obviously Crystal Palace have nothing to play for, but they have a nice fixture against Tottenham. And we've seen Tottenham this season haven't been obviously the greatest, considering where they are on the table. Yeah, it's a tough one to do this. It's very tough to pick 2 of them. I think I would have to pick. I think I have to pick Murphy and Mateta just about, and just hope Rodgers doesn't get anything from that Bournemouth game. But it's a hard one. I'd want to play all 3, but I think I'd side towards going for Mateta and Murphy. Charis 3 hit, Edison, Aitnuri, Milenkovic, Sessegnon, Salah, Kaylee, and Burma, Captain, Shard, Cunha, Wood, and Whistle. Yeah, I think that's a great 3 hit. I don't think you can get a better 3 hit than that. I think the only thing you could do is instead of Edison, you could have Guardiola instead of maybe a Sessegnon. That's the only change I'd possibly make, and then have maybe another goalkeeper, or if you want to keep Edison, have double Man City defense if you're positive of a clean sheet there in that fixture. But yeah, I think the rest of the team is great. Shard's a good shout, and triple off from Brentford too is interesting. Expecting a high scoring game. And yeah, Cunha, Wood, and Whistle up front is a class 3 up front. So yeah, liking the free hit. And Trevor, you're welcome. And good luck for obviously the game week. Dan's actually, I'm doing my Teds to Wood. Do you think Whistle Cunha better? Whistle Cunha is better. I think Cunha would be slightly better. I think, because I expect a lot of goals in this game. Just one of those end-to-end games. If it's like the reverse fixture where it was 2-2 in the end, I think I'd favour Cunha as the better pick. But then again, yeah, I think I prefer Cunha because he's on obviously penalties too. So if there's a penalty taken, he was the one to take it. Whistle won't be. He'll be in Burmo. So I think I'd be slightly better on going with Cunha in that regard. And obviously my Teds to Wood, yeah. Nice transfer move to do. Yeah. Obviously, still a lot of time to decide my moves. But I am focusing on going Marmouche to Haaland as it stands. I don't think I'll be swaying towards anything else unless the team league happens. Charis, I don't like Guardiola at centre back. He has 0 attacking threat. He's basically stuck at 6 points max in that position. But if I get a leak, he plays left back, then I might change. Yeah, that's true. Obviously, he has played centre back a few times, and yeah, the most he can get in that position is a clean sheet, not really attacking return. Maybe it would be different today. I hope we do get leaks of that because I think that's the best fixture you can possibly have. Guardiola as a left back in, and more appealing to bring in too. Dan Man, Shalapay, bench boost, Raya, Saliba, Rogers, and Kirkes. I don't know because I think Liverpool will score. I mean, despite them being very complacent now, I still think they'll want to finish on the highest amount of points they can. And obviously, Salah still wants to break records. So yeah, I think there's some. I think Liverpool will still want to get the win. Arsenal desperately need the win. They need the win more than obviously Liverpool do. But I don't think there's a clean sheet in there for them. I think if that was Ray and Gabriel, it might be slightly different because Gabriel has more of the attacking threat than Saliba does. But you're literally resting on them keeping a clean sheet from between them, which I don't see happening. And then obviously there's Rogers and Kirkes, and well, they're playing against each other, so you have to hope that Rogers scores or Kirkes gets a clean sheet. But if Kirkes doesn't get a clean sheet and Rogers blanks, then yeah, I don't think that's a bench you want to be boosting. Then I think maybe look to maybe 37 or 38 what your bench looks like then. Because I don't see many points from that bench boost. I might be completely wrong. It might be massive points on the bench boost, knowing how sometimes I decide from looking at that. But ideally, that shouldn't really get many points, that bench boost, just because of the clash between Rodgers and Kirkes and Arsenal having Liverpool. Hamza, I think it was taking Saka out, sorry. Who should I replace him with? Well, it depends if you're chasing rank or not, because if you're chasing rank, you want to go for a differential that's different. Obviously, like a KDB, a Shard, or a Langa, someone like that to replace Saka with. I mean, ideally, you've got lots of choices to go for. Shard has it switch away. Elanga has Leicester at home, and KDB has Southampton away. Between those 3 picks, they're great alternatives to Saka. But if I had to choose one person, I think it would be. I think it would be. I think it would be Elanga because obviously Nottingham Forest have still something to play for, and they desperately need his 3 points. I think that's an easy 3 points from them to get it against Leicester at home. I'll be very surprised if they manage to flake that. Because if they do, I think that's their CL qualification dreams over. So I think I would play Saka with Elanga. I think just as a punt. I think it's exciting too. Obviously good. I think for a safe option though, I think I would probably go for maybe a Shard or KDB. Because you expect KDB to play now for the rest of the fixtures left in the season because it's his last season with Man City. But yeah, the captaincy is also interesting this week because everyone's going to be different. There's no really a focal captain this week, but it will be interesting to see who is the most captains as well at the same time. Because I think it will be between perhaps KDB and Chris Wood. But I think Burma will be the highest captain, I think. Because I think most of us have him anyway, already in our team, so. And he has a nice fixture, so I think Burma will be the highest captain out of everyone. But yeah, this deadline stream is getting on obviously a later one than usual, but we still got plenty of time, obviously, to decide what to do. Yeah, I'm not going to make my transfers until maybe a little bit later on. See if there's any leaks pop up anywhere. Yeah, but I'll just switch over to the other screen so you can see, for those who have joined late to the stream, you can see what my team looks like. Yeah, obviously the bench boost is active for those who have joined late, and there it is on the screen. So yeah, possibly Marmoush will be taken out for Haaland, and maybe the captain is switched to him. But yeah, I'm hoping for something big from Haaland. If he can get like a hat trick for me, I'll be over the moon. I think that would be a massive boost to my rank for where it is at the moment, and no one really will be looking to captain Haaland or even have him in the team, especially if funds are not available for him to do it in one straight move, which I'm quite lucky to have because I've literally got 0 in the bank if I do that move from Marmoush to Haaland. But yeah, just have to remind you guys, make sure you give this video a like and obviously subscribe for more if you wish as well. But yeah, it has been confirmed. Obviously, there'll be no more double game weeks indefinitely. All now normal single game weeks. So yeah, a bit of a blow for me because I was hoping there's maybe managed to squeeze another double game week in for the 3 here I still have remaining. Ezra, Bylanger, and Whisper for Marmoush, Murphy for -4, or Wood, De Bruyne for Bowen, and Marmoush for -4. So by bringing Elanga, Whisper for Marmoush, Murphy, or Wood, De Bruyne for Bowen and Marmoush. I think I would do the Wood and De Bruyne one for the -4. But I think the first option is more if you're chasing, I think, because Elanga, Whisper. Elanga's good differential. Whisper you probably want to have for that fixture anyway. But I think in case, for the purpose of the -4, I think I'll do Wood and De Bruyne for Bowen and Marmoush. And then if you look at the captain, either De Bruyne or Wood, that hopefully makes up for the -4 you're going to take. But I think I would honestly not want to take a -4 for that. I think I'd either do one of the moves of Wood or De Bruyne instead of doing both. I think you can keep Bowen in your team and possibly just do Wood to Marmouche. But yeah, you're chasing your mini league, so you're 20 points behind. So yeah, you'll in that case then. I don't know. I think Bones did a good option to have against Man United. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to actually West Ham win against Man United. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Or just keep Armush and buy Elanga for Murphy and captain him. So you kind of want Murphy though as well because Newcastle's a big game against Chelsea. They're basically neck and neck in terms of points and goal difference. So there will be some goals coming from both of those teams. I think Murphy is definitely a key player you want to keep for that. But I don't think I'd want to take Murphy out for him. I'd want him to probably play alongside him. And you can't do Bone to De Bruyne for free. Yeah, it's a bit of a predicament there. Murphy a minute's risk. I mean, yeah, Murphy is a minute's risk, but he usually gets subbed off later on in the game, like 60 or 70 minutes. So you kind of want to hope that he gets something early on in that game. Which I do get. I mean, if you do have other Newcastle assets in there, maybe you could get away with taking out Murphy for Elanga and keep Marmouche. But again, I don't know if Marmouche starts because he could be a minute's risk. Because we've got the go ahead from Pep that obviously Haaland starts, so Marmouche could be possibly benched. Because normally he does not play the two up front. And for a fixture like this, I just don't know with Marmouche. And obviously he scored one goal and never appears versus Chelsea. Yeah, then in terms of that record, yeah, it's not great to obviously have against stat wise. I think I would do this move. Just keep Marmouche and hope he starts and bring in Elanga for Murphy then and captain Elanga. I mean, it's a good captain anyway because it's got a great fixture against Leicester at home, so it's a nice fixture to target him as a captain. You'll chase a rank, so I think that'd be the best thing going forward as far as doing that. Hamza Marmouche in Burma or KDB captain. I'm not chasing, so I'm just trying to keep rank high. In that case, then I'd probably captain in Burma because I think he'll be the highest captain player this week. Majority of us have in Burma in our teams anyway. I mean, he's 45% owned, so almost half of us have Burma in the team, and I imagine most of that half will be going towards in Burma if they're not chasing rank. So yeah, he'll be probably the captain to keep your rank high with. But yeah, it should be. I think it's an exciting week in terms of fixtures though, because there's still a lot to play for teams, and it could easily change as we've seen from just 1 week. In terms of the top for the CL qualification teams, it's looking. But I mean, if Man City win against today, I think they've solidified their place in there too, and they could possibly finish it over Arsenal if they fail to win against Liverpool. So Man City could in fact finish second, considering where they were near the middle of the obviously season, and managed to obviously crawl it back to second place, which isn't such a bad obviously return for them. It hasn't really happened for Man United and Spurs. They haven't really turned it around, but Man City have, with obviously bringing in players, buying players like Marmoush and Kushnerov, have changed obviously changed the way they've played for the second half of the season. So yeah, we're halfway through the deadline stream. It is now gone past the halfway mark. So yeah, we've got less than obviously 30 minutes before it's over. So yeah, make sure you obviously get it in early. Make sure your team is saved. You've got the right captain pick sorted, and yeah, it should be great. Should be really good. In terms of fixtures though, today, might as well have a look at them while we're obviously in the stream. So yeah, let's just have a look at who we've got. So yeah, these are the fixtures for Saturday and Sunday. So I believe there's no Monday fixture or onwards, which is good. So we got a nice mix, half and half Saturday and Sunday fixtures here to watch. So yeah, we've got obviously the 3 o'clock games today: Fulham, Everton, Ipswich, Brentford, Southampton, Man City, Wolves, and Brighton, and then obviously the late one being Bournemouth and Aston Villa, which will be a good watch. And obviously Sunday you've got Newcastle, Chelsea, Man United, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Leicester, Spurs, Crystal Palace, and obviously the late one being Liverpool and Arsenal. Should be a great one. And after obviously Liverpool and Arsenal, we will do the knee-jerk reaction to see how well the team has done. And by that time, everyone would have played, so you'll get to see obviously each one of our players' points and rank. And hopefully by that time, it is a green arrow by Sunday evening. But yeah, a lot of big games. Obviously today, Aston Villa and Bournemouth being the biggest one. You obviously Man City wrapping up that CL against qualification against Southampton. Should be able to do that. Brentford, Ipswich, another great one to watch. And then, yeah, great picks of fixtures. And obviously tomorrow there's a lot more, even more big ones. Obviously the early kickoff in Newcastle and Chelsea. Definitely interesting one to watch there. It's make or break for either of these teams. It could mean one of them gets the qualification, the other doesn't. Yeah, good mix of fixtures. So yeah, let's switch over to the transfer page again. So yeah, this is the transfer page for my team. As you can see, one free transfer, 7.3 million in the bank. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm looking to take out Marmoush. I'm bringing Haaland. It's exactly 14.8 in the budget to do it, and luckily Haaland is 14.8. So there was one price drop, one obviously price rise from Haaland. I'll be literally priced out in that move by 0.1. So yeah, quite lucky. That obviously hasn't happened. But yeah, let me know, guys, who your captain is for this week as well. There's going to be different ones. Not everyone's going to be flooding towards obviously the same player. So I've been intrigued to know who you're deciding to captain for this game. I'm looking to captain Haaland, who I'm going to bring in as a differential. I'm chasing obviously massively because, well, as you can see from my rank just below me, I'm 1.7 million overall, which isn't really a great rank to really finish on. So I want to finish as high as I possibly can before the last, obviously, few weeks of the season ends. Yes, I'm hoping for a big week and a big captain punt from Haaland too. But yeah, I'm looking in terms of future prospects. I'm looking to free hit in either 37 or 38. I think I have to weigh out whether I do which one has the better fixtures. I'll have to use the plan, I think, to see what free hit looks better, 37 or 38, to decide that move and who I bring in for it. And Marmoush out for Haaland, and Hamza also attempted to do it. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, now that Pep said Haaland will start against Southampton away, I wouldn't be surprised if Marmoush is benched for that. But it's very rare that we see both Haaland and Marmoush playing on the same, obviously in the same time on the pitch. So that also sways me to obviously switch from Marmoush to Haaland. And for Southampton away, it could be a fixture where, from just obviously injury, it might be great for Haaland to obviously get back into a game like Southampton away. And hopefully he has his shooting boots on for it. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at doing that move. And if Haaland can go big in that game, at least 2 goals in that, I'll be very happy. And he's a big differential. Right? As we've seen, his ownership is only 22. But that 22 is down to mostly inactive accounts who still have him in their teams. So I don't think many people who are active have Haaland obviously in their squad. And that's if they have the budget to actually fit Haaland in one move. Because I've just about been able to do it in one move. As you can see, I've got nothing in the budget from it. Any leaks? So far, no leaks that I've seen from teams yet. Hopefully, we do get some. Yeah, hopefully we do get some leaks. But yeah, so far there has been no leaks from anything. But there is still time for leaks to obviously pop up. Just about 20 minutes left. So there is still time for hopefully some leaks. I think because there's no early kickoff either, we might not get them. Because obviously all the matches kick off at obviously 3 o'clock, and between then and then, there's usually not any leaks. But we do have a leak. This is related to Haaland, so it is now. Yeah, there's a leak for Haaland now starts. So there you go, guys. There's the first leak. This is literally coming now. Haaland starts for Man City. if that changes anyone's plans for that, but yeah, it's just coming now. Yeah, Haaland starts. Which means possibly Mateta. Sorry, not Mateta. Marmoush possibly won't start. It's not confirmed yet though, but yeah, Haaland does start against Southampton away. I might beat people. Might make sure decisions different in terms of that news. Oh, Marmoush is benched. That has also just been leaked now. KDB starts. Marmoush doesn't start. So De Bruyne is going to start. And obviously, Marmoush is benched, which is expected. So Haaland, KDB start, Marmoush benched. That might change people's plans. That obviously makes my one locked in because yeah, I'm going to make the transfer now after that. Obviously that leak. So yeah, I'm just going to make the transfer now because that's set in stone now. So Marmoush out, Haaland in for one free transfer. That is confirmed. Let me switch over to the other page so you guys can see the updated team, which now looks like this. So yeah, Haaland is obviously the new addition into the team. Or let me just fix that. So yeah, yeah, Haaland, then put the captaincy on him. So Haaland's my new captain, and that is saved. So yeah, guys, we have had leaks. Obviously for those who haven't, you just joined now. KDB starts, Marmoush is benched, and Haaland starts. Edgar, I've got no City players. Is it worth taking out Salah for KDB? I think, yeah, at this point, yes. If you have no Man City players, I think it is worth taking Salah out for KDB. I mean, it's a risky move in case Salah bangs a goal and assist. But if you're not going to captain Salah, then again, arguably, there's no real worth having him in your team. But I guess that does depend on the situation. If you're chasing rank or you want to finish on the highest rate you can as well. So, yeah, I think that is obviously dependent on your rank too, Edgar. I mean, I was tempted to doing the move, taking out Salah for KDB because I'm heavily chasing rank. And I mean, it's you dare or not do the move, but in this case, there's nothing much to lose doing it, taking out Salah, hoping that KDB does well against Southampton. But yeah, I mean, I would do it. I mean, KDB and Haaland starting normally is a good combination, and we normally see. So yeah, I think it's worth taking out Salah for KDB. Why not? Go for it. Hamza, I've had to get Wiss and KDB instead. Can't afford Haaland. Didn't realize he was so much. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had 0 in the bank after doing that transfer from Marmoush to Haaland, so I was quite lucky, obviously, to fund that move. Yeah, it's still a lot of money. Started off as 15 mil player. He's only had 2 price drops since then, which doesn't seem that much, if I'm honest, considering how many people owned him at the start of the season. But yeah, that's going to be a major blow. But I think that's why Haaland captaincy is a good differential, because not everyone is going to be able to afford bringing in Haaland now into your team, especially now we've got confirmation from the leaks that Haaland now starts, as well as KDB. And also, on top of that, find out Marmoush is now benched from that news as well is huge. That is a massive throwback to teams. I feel a lot of people will be tempted to take in hits now, just from that news. Yeah, I don't see any other any other moves. But yeah, there is a lot more confirmation of Marmoush on the bench today for Man City. Indefinitely. Which isn't a surprise. It's expected if for Haaland to start. But yes, it's good for Haaland and KDB to start, obviously. Yeah, unfortunate for obviously teams that have Marmoush still. But hopefully he does make like a little appearance later on in the game. I'm not sure if Haaland will play 90 minutes, but we'll see. He's just come back from injury, so I don't think Pep will want to really burn him out and play him for 90 minutes. I think the game will be. I mean, if City score like 3 or 4, I think that means Haaland goes off. So I'm hoping that he can get most of the goals before he does go substitute off, and then Marmoush comes on for him. But yeah, we'll have to see how that game goes. Jack Marmoush to whistle for -4. I mean, now that we've heard the news that Marmoush is benched, I think Whistle will outscore, well, not outscore, but outpoint Marmoush this week. Whistle will play 90 minutes. Marmoush won't play 90 minutes, obviously now. So yeah, I think it's worth now at -4, Jack. For a 90-minute player like Whistle, is where you switch away. Hizami Marmoush is benched. He won't be starting against Southampton away, just so you know. And obviously for everyone else if they have just joined now, Marmoush benched, KDB and Haaland start. I'll say this again. I'm angry. Well, there's still time for him to join the stream. Obviously, there's 12 minutes left, so you never know. It might put a smile on your face if you see us again in the stream. But yeah, that's the current leaks we've had so far. Obviously, that works out well for me. I don't think there's any more leaks that we just having a look. No, I don't see any other leaks about obviously the team. But yeah, so I'm interested. Obviously, Man City leaks it. Jack, who do you think will win the Champions League? Yeah, if I had to decide who to win it, I think it would be PSG will win it. Yeah, I think they'll win the Champions League. Well, it's gonna be close, obviously, but yeah, I think they'll win it. So not long, guys. There is 10 minutes left of this stream, so we're coming in the final minutes, and obviously for the leaks and team moves, those plans might be affected. So hopefully, you can sort out those plans within the 10 minutes we've got left of this stream. Yeah, just checking. Sorry, guys, if there's any more leaks appearing, but yeah, it's similar. Obviously, news I've already heard already. Jack Start, Barnes, or Salah. Ooh, it's a bit interesting one because you don't want to really be benching Salah. You've got them still in your team but you want to be starting Barnes as well. Oof. I'll be starting Barnes still, and you'll need to find a way to either take out Salah or start him as well. Would have want him to be on the bench. I know it's like Liverpool v Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal got a lot more to play for and win that game, but I mean, you still want a record-breaking Salah in your starting 11, not really on the bench. Unless you are bench boosting with Salah on there. But yeah, I think I have to find a way to find a route for Salah, either in or out your team instead of on the bench. As well, I just go without City players, Captain Langer, bring Wissa for Marmoush -4. Start Rodgers or Bowen, area or right. I think I'll start, in terms of goalkeeper, I'll start Ariola. Yeah, West Ham against Man United. I wouldn't be surprised if Man United lose that game and also don't score. Between Rodgers and Bowen, I mean, Rodgers has a lot more to play for than Bowen has, but Bowen is a differential at the same time. So you're chasing ranks. So I'll be playing Bowen, I think, over Rodgers. So I'll start Bowen and Ariola. And down the man, what are we doing with the leaks, Jordan? Marmoush and Saka to Harden and Langer. Yeah, that's probably the direction I'll be going in if I was to make those moves. I mean, you probably won't be able to afford it, but if you do, instead of Saka to Elanga, I'll probably do Saka to De Bruyne, but I think, yeah, you'd be priced out of that. But I think, yes, Elanga's a next best differential option to go for, as long as it means you bring Haaland for Marmoush, who obviously now we see the leaks. Marmoush is bench and KDB and Haaland start, so all right, you've already got KDB. Well, that's perfect then, Dan. Yeah. Saka to Elanga, you're locked in already then for that move. Especially in a good position to have KDB too, as well as Haaland. I think a lot of us will either have Haaland or KDB rather than both. I could fit in both if I took out Salah for -4. But I don't know if I want to. Do you want to take a -4 for that? I don't know. That slightly has tempted me to do that now. How long have we got left to just deadline? We've got 4 minutes left. I want Saka through 37 to 38. Yeah, obviously Arsenal still they have a lot to play for still. Arsenal knocked out the CL. So yeah, you would want Saka for the end of the season now. Dan or Shard. I think I would. I think I'll go Elanga, Dan. I think Elanga will get more points over Shard. I'm hoping. Lewis, who should I captain for that? I feel like Marmoush isn't the best option. I might do Burma. Well, Lewis, we have confirmation that Marmoush is going to be benched for the Southampton game. So, yeah, he's definitely not the best option for that fixture. So what you want to do is try and fit in a Haaland now if you can afford it to Mamouche from Mamouche. But if you can't, then yeah, captain in Burma. Mamouche to Wood for -4. Yep, I'll do it. Mamouche is. We've had confirmation that obviously Mamouche is benched for the Southampton away game, so yeah, I think you'd need to take him out. And if it costs a -4 for Wood, then it's worth it. Will Haaland start 37? I believe so. I don't see why he won't, because he's going to start today. So I would say he's going to start, obviously, 37 as we hear something. You know what, guys? I'm going to do something reckless here. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it, but I'm going to take out Salah for KDB quickly before the deadline's up, because it's 28 at the moment, so I better do it now for -4. I'm just feeling bold. I'm hoping I can actually afford this. Should be able to. Yeah, I can afford it. I was going to make the transfer quickly. Salah to De Bruyne for -4. Check is in the team. He is. It's saved. Let me just refresh it just to double check. Yeah, it's done. Can't believe I've done this. But yeah, that is the team. I've taken a -4 now, which I said I probably wouldn't have done. But I've taken out Salah for De Bruyne and Haaland captain, locked in, bench boost activated. Let's go. I think because of the bench boost, I think I can allow myself to take a -4 now thinking about it. And I don't want a missed opportunity if De Bruyne does get something over Haaland as well in that game. Last minute, shall I bring in Cunha for Mamouche? Yes, for -4. Do Wood, Lewis, if you have time. So if I didn't read out in time, you do have time though. I'll do it for Wood. You've got a few seconds left to do it because it is 29 past. So hopefully you get the move done before the deadline is over. I ignored. Oh, sorry, Dan. I ignored Haaland. I couldn't do another -4. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, taking another -4. I think if you're not using the chip and your team is good anyway, decent, I think you can afford to go without a player for another -4, of course. And I did it for Wood. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, that's all right, Lewis. Hopefully that does work out for you. Instead, obviously, not bringing in Cunha. Fingers crossed, because I think both of them will get something from the game, hopefully. But really, you want Wood because not the Forest need to win today. And Mr. Reliable, Chris Wood, is the player that normally scores for, not the Forest. So that's what I'm hoping for you. But yeah, good luck. And I think that's the deadline over, though. That's a quite crazy end to obviously the deadline stream, because I went from obviously taking a free transfer from obviously Mamouche to Haaland to taking a -4 to take out Salah for De Bruyne, which is huge. I've taken out the king of FPL for De Bruyne, so hopefully that doesn't backfire on me when obviously Salah plays Arsenal. Sunday is the last fixture, so we'll find out Sunday evening after that game when we do the knee-jerk reaction to see if Salah's done a madness or not over me. I also have a triple captain left to use and could bring in Haaland. Any advice? Yeah, I mean, triple captain now. It's a bit difficult to say who to use. Oh, so you couldn't bring in Haaland. Yes, that's because you'd want to use your triple captain very soon now, and obviously you can't use it. Obviously, it would have been ideal if you could have brought in Haaland this week and used the triple captain on him, if I'm honest. I think this was maybe the last missed opportunity to use a triple captain on. But I think, I mean, there's going to be some nice fixtures, 37 to 38. I think you just have to look at the players where they are team wise after this after this game week, because it is going to depend on who gets the 3 points from this game week. And then we have to revise that situation, Lewis, I think, because I can't really say who to really suggest a triple captain on until we see, obviously, what happens through this game week. So, yeah, we have to come back to that, Lewis. Next game week and evaluate that, obviously, a decision to who to use the triple captain on for 37 or 38. But I think that is it, guys. Thank you, obviously, for your comments in the chat and for watching. It's always appreciated. And yeah, hopefully this week is great for you, whatever your plans are. Hopefully you do get a green arrow, and hopefully it's a great week for you guys. High scoring one, hopefully. And yeah, obviously for me, bench boost is activated. -4 taken to bring in double Man City attack, and Haaland's the captain for me as I am chasing rank with the Vice on Cunha. So yeah, that pretty much that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the football today and tomorrow, and obviously we'll be back for the knee-jerk reaction, as I said, and the time that will be around 6:40 p.m. Around that time, literally after the Liverpool and Arsenal game has finished. We'll be going live again to see what our ranks are at and how many points we've got. Obviously, summarize the game week off. So yeah, until then, guys, take care. Enjoy the weekend, whatever you have planned, and we'll see you tomorrow for the knee-jerk reaction. So yeah, see you later, guys, and thank you.